Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, February 4th. And what I'm doing here is pulling a little bit about our past. Two more on present energy. One more on future energy. So yeah, I'm totally not surprised to see this. So showing up at the bottom of the deck here is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man's about seeing things from a different perspective. And so you might be experiencing delays, or it might feel like I'm getting the words delayed gratification. So you're not exactly getting what you want right now. There's a time and a place. Right now, you're suspended kind of where you are for a specific reason. You need to see something. There's something happening around you. It almost feels like the fog is thinning out and you didn't even recognize that it was there. There's something about being able to see things more clearly, or definitely seeing things from a different perspective, because that's what the Hanged Man is all about. It's kind of that bird's eye view of the situation. If you flip it on its head, what does it look like? If you flip yourself upside down and you kind of rise above it, what does it look like? And so there's a detail that you're maybe missing, but it's really key for you to have this information in order to be able to move forward. It feels like you're going to be kind of suspended in this position until you're able to see exactly what this is. And you'll know it when it happens, because all of a sudden you're going to be kind of, it's a little dramatic, but drop to the ground and you're going to run. I mean, it just feels like everything is going to just speed up the minute that you kind of see this piece of information, or, learn whatever this lesson is. Incorporating it into yourself and really understanding it is going to really kind of speed things up for you. So let's see what the cards have to say here. So looking at past energy, I do have the Ten of Cups showing up with a Judgment and the Seven of Wands. This is really interesting because the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Wands showed up in a similar way in the Monday reading in the past with a completely different deck. And so the Ten of Cups, Judgment, Seven of Wands does indicate you making a very clear decision to prioritize yourself, focus on your own needs. The Seven of Wands, the way the Seven of Wands is showing up here, you're crossing some sort of bridge. You're determined to go after whatever it is that you're seeking, and you're not going to let anything stop you, especially with that Judgment card showing up. This is not about you kind of sitting back or kind of letting things unfold, or just kind of staying where things are, keeping the status quo. This is about you taking some sort of action and move forward. In the current energy here, I'm getting the Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune right there in the center, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, this is a lot of abundance right there with that Wheel of Fortune. This is also divine timing. So is the Hanged Man card. And so with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles on either side of this Wheel of Fortune, you're really going after exactly what you want, but it feels like the universe is almost blessing you in a way. It's kind of encouraging you to go down a specific path. It's opening things up for you. It's allowing things to fall into place so that you keep moving in the direction that you're meant to move in. There's something really significant about the journey that you're on right now, and the decisions that you're making, and the choices that lead you to a path are the choices that you need to make in order to get onto that path. There's something about this. I'm getting very strongly that this light fog around you, or this fog that's lifting, it's really dissipating. It's connected to information more than anything else. It's like this piece of knowledge that you need. And the minute you have it, it's like all these decisions are going to be really easy for you to make. Everything's just going to fall right into place here. But I like the new beginnings showing up, and I love that Wheel of Fortune showing up because that's growth and abundance. In the future energy, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Six of Cups, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So it does look like Okay, so I'm getting a sense of reconnecting you with the past. So the reconnection with the past can be multiple things. It doesn't have to be like an old lover or anything like that, although I am getting a lot of reconciliation, but it could be like an old friend. It could be maybe somebody that you used to work with or somebody that you've known before that now they have another purpose or maybe another contract with you in this life, and they're resurfacing in a way that kind of shows you what you need to do, and they're kind of there with you, and it feels like this person is supposed to be on your journey. This person is supposed to be here at this time. And so if you have an old friend coming back around, or could be an old relationship resurfacing, whatever is resurfacing, it's not going to be the way that it was before. The friendship will have been modified. Any kind of romantic relationship is definitely not going to be the same here. What I'm getting a sense of are there's going to be pieces of this from the past that are going to resurface, but it's actually going to bloom and expand in a different way, in a more, I'm getting gratifying, holistic. So there's something where you're going to get a lot more benefit out of it this time around than you did in the past. There's something really significant about this. But with the Three of Pentacles showing up here, this person is part of your journey. They're part of your path. And so if it is somebody from the past, maybe you just, because I'm getting two very distinct stories. And so one is connected to friends. And so there's somebody here, like a friend that you had, somebody that you had connected with, and it felt like maybe the relationship ran its course where you just kind of lost touch with the person, not in a negative way. It's just one of those things that happens. And so the person's coming back around, again, no hard feelings. The person's coming back around and they're like, hey, I can help you do this. And so I want to be there and I want to help you along the way. Maybe we can grow and expand this together, whatever it is that you're going to do. And if it's a romantic relationship from the past, again, it doesn't feel like this would be a situation where there's damage that needs to be healed. I'm not getting any of that energy at all. So whatever happened here in the past with this person, maybe the relationship never got started. And so now it's being given an opportunity to really get started here, because I'm getting both of those storylines. Regardless, there's somebody here that is coming back around, and you are meant to grow something here with this person. Let's get some additional details. Tell me about Judgment. This is an interesting combination of cards. So clarifying this Ten of Cups here, we have the World with the Page of Swords. This is you releasing the past, something here that just wasn't working the way that you wanted it to. You knew this was not going to be the right fit for you. And it feels like you also knew that no matter what happened, no matter what modifications occurred, so career, love, whatever it was, it just wasn't going to get to where it needed to be in order for you to be happy in this environment. So the Page of Swords, clarifying conversation, World card, releasing this, releasing the person, the situation, the job, all of it. It just feels like whatever it was that you're letting go of, whatever that Ten of Cups represents for you, there was a release. Judgment with the Seven of Cups, it feels like with that release, you gained a lot of clarity. It allowed you to make more clear decisions for yourself moving forward. You're not sitting there weighing all of your circumstances, not really sure, well, you know, if I do this, what's the impact going to be? Am I ready to do this? It's kind of, the Seven of Cups is a lack of decision making. So you're kind of all over the place trying to figure things out. What's going to work for me? What doesn't work for me? But what I like about this is that you took that first step of saying, okay, this is it. I've had enough. And with that first step came the clarity. All of a sudden, it didn't matter how things impacted you or the situation around you, because you saw an immediate benefit from it. With the Seven of Wands, I'm getting the Five of Wands. You were moving on from these obstacles and challenges. You would have done whatever it took to get yourself out of a situation here. It feels like you needed to. Because it just feels like a really deep need to get out of a situation that it just wasn't going to work for you at all. And it was like now or never. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups, I'm getting the Lovers. So you're moving in a direction. Again, there is somebody else here on the path with you. Lover's energy, Gemini may or may not resonate. With this Lover's energy, this is a strong soul connection. And so if it is maybe somebody like a friend or something like that, maybe you just have a very strong bond with this person. Regardless of who the actual person is in your life, this is a very strong connection, and there is a purpose to the two of you meeting. Even if it was a long time ago, there's a reason for things coming back around now. There's a very strong divine timing element to this entire scenario. Clarifying that Wheel of Fortune, we do have the Scorpio card, that death and rebirth. Whatever's changing here, you're changing, the situation is changing, the person coming back around is going to be different. You're going to be different. The situation going forward is going to be different. There's a lot of change that's taking place, but it's actually coming out for the better. That Wheel of Fortune, it is Jupiter energy. Jupiter does turn direct today, or station direct, whatever the phrase is, but Jupiter does station direct today, which means all of this kind of internal growth and expansion is now going to be outward. That's what's going to help move this thing forward. It's creating this transformation. It's taking all the work that you've been doing inside, and it's now starting to put it outside. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. I love how similar the colors are in these two decks. They're different decks. I love how similar they are. And so with all of this green, this growth, this opportunity, it's really about nurturing yourself, embracing it, taking your time, figuring it all out, really getting clear on what your long-term plans are, and then putting some sort of action plan together so that you can go after this here. It feels like now is the time when you're going to start seeing some movement. Clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have the Four of Cups showing up. So whatever this offer is, it feels like it does come in out of the blue. While you're in this period of kind of figuring things out, redirecting yourself on a path forward, you've got somebody around you that's coming forward. It feels like it's this person from the past. They're coming forward to make you some sort of offer. They do want to help you. Whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you want to do, you're on this journey together. You have a like mind, similar goals. It feels like it's a really positive encounter that you have with this person, and it's about kind of figuring things out for the long term. Clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Cups, Six of Swords. This person does want to move forward with you. They do want to kind of explore whatever this opportunity is, what can become of it. Let's see, let's put everything out there and see what happens. But kind of putting it out there to see what happens, but also having some sort of strategy, because you are like-minded people and you're putting so much effort and energy into your long-term goals. It feels like you're not so worried about the details as much as you're worried about the big picture. With the Three of Pentacles, I'm getting the Moon card here. And so really growing something. That Moon, it feels like you might even be keeping this to yourself, whatever this opportunity is. You might not be saying anything to other people. This might be an instance where you are keeping things to yourself until you're ready to share something with the world. So if you're launching a new career or you're launching whatever it is, until you're up and ready to the point for it to be public, you're going to keep it to yourself. But what's going to happen behind the scenes is that you're going to be working with this person. You're going to develop some sort of plan, start putting things into place, kind of letting the details fall into place, making some decisions, and kind of letting other ones happen on their own. If this is a relationship, it kind of feels the same way, where you might start having these conversations around getting back together or maybe giving it a try. And now it's when we're ready to take it public, we will, because there's a lot of emotions caught up in this with that Moon energy, but it's also a lot of secrets. So whatever it is about this connection, this partnership, it feels like you are keeping things to yourself until you're ready to share with a broader audience. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.